So the Turkey Tom allegations have genuinely gotten worse, as now a second female, a second e-girl has hit the Tom Towers. This main video, again, is going to be part 2 of the Turkey Tom drama, and this one is going to be specifically about KloroxKatie, who was another one of Tom's exes that Sacramento89 ended up reaching out to and getting a photo of her with a bruise under her eye that she said Tom was responsible for. We're going to be diving back into some of the age play allegations, the age play drama that Tom got himself involved in, as well as some leaked video with some audio of Tom having some fantasies, as well as making this girl bleed down there. Again, allegations. I mean, the video is an allegation. It's his voice saying these things. Now, KloroxKatie ended up being posted in this original thread right here of Sacramento89, which was the first girl that ended up posting about Tom, posting this photo right here, and it says, "Twin a victim." And there's a little bruise right here on under her eye, and I guess on her cheek. And I guess this was supposed to be evidence that Tom was quite abusive. You know, he would lay his hands on these chicks, whether it would be just in the bedroom or whatnot. And Sacramento ended up saying, "I've been in contact with the ex since Tom and I broke up. Yes, she's aware that I'm posting on here and is actively trying to make an account to post on here, as well as give me permission to post these screenshots. Her IG is KloroxKatie. After leaving his house and flying back home, had a big bruise." Now that's KloroxKatie, and this is their messages. Again, this is KloroxKatie over on Instagram. She has 3,000 followers, right? She's a public figure, or not figure, but public account. I'm not doxing anything. And she ended up posting these messages that show Tom and Katie's DMs back and forth. There's not really anything too crazy or controversial allegation-wise in here. It just kind of proves that, yeah, there was a back and forth. Tom did indeed fly this girl out here, as well as a flight itinerary, so this is real, right? Again, I don't think that any of us are denying the fact that Tom is a bit of a gooner, that Tom flies these chicks out. The real allegations, again, are like the things like abuse and recording people without their consent, things that all come down to she's saying one thing, and I guess we'll have to see if Tom has any evidence to dispute that or hear Tom's side of the story. And back to that point, this is where Left for Dead, aka Katie, made her account saying, "Hi, finally made an account. Yes, Tom is extremely harsh during sex. I have been down the kink roads in my life, and how he acts is actually just evil and almost sadistic. Not even kinked up, just actually a Patrick Bateman type gooner." First time I ever heard that sentence. "First girl already posted some of my screenshots, but if anyone has questions or wants specific proof, I'll try to see if I can answer." And of course, yeah, that was her first post on Kiwi Farms. Now, apparently these two ended up meeting or ended up messaging each other, following each other, because Left for Dead Katie was a fan, saying, "I'd already followed him, aka Tom, because I watched his YouTube. Then when him and Kai broke up," again, Kai is Liam Donovan's girlfriend, "he immediately DM'd me on Instagram and followed me. He also told me I look like Kai, and he def has some weird issue relating to her because he still has all of her clothes, even after moving multiple times since they broke up." Which is just really weird. Why would you tell the person that you're trying to hook up with or be in a new relationship with that they looked like your ex that you still have clothes of and clearly have some sort of, I wouldn't say trauma, but you still deeply miss this person enough to hold on to their clothing and whatnot, even though you've broken up, even though that person has already, again, moved on to someone like Lyrics, aka Liam Donovan. Very weird. Now, getting back into the age play stuff, this is where Katie says, "He also said how it was awesome. I looked like a little girl the first time we had blank." I'm going to say blank because if I put that word and little girl in the same sentence, I'm going to get age restricted. "Told me he was excited to learn I had BPD because girls with it love harder. LOL, so R-worded." Which is an absolutely insane statement, going after girls who have BPD just because they love harder is a bit crazy, especially when he's a gooner. Does that mean like they screw harder? Now, the Sultaning ended up saying, "Preferably you should drop everything you have on Tom." And this is where Katie says, "I gotta upload everything from my phone. I got a crazy audio of him saying that he wants to night me," which for sure think he was saying that as like negative Riz, but is actually insane to use that as Riz. Night is basically where, you know, you someone at night. It's kind of in the name, but I guess in Tom's context, or in this context of this relationship, it's consensual. It's just a concept where the idea is that like they're not consenting. It's like that consensual non-consent stuff that some people are into. It doesn't seem like she says anything here that she wasn't down for that. Weird. Again, night. I mean, you could just screw normally, right? Why does that word have to be in that sentence? Now, here are some of the most damning videos in this situation. They're basically her recording a phone call that she had with Turkey Tom, where he's talking about holding her arms and hurting her running away, and also the night grape again, where his idea of consensual non-consent and whatnot is brought into question.
I was like, you trying to push me away that I like push over on top of you and like really put all my weight on you.
True, actually true.
Sometimes you were like, ow, wow. It's so nice though, it's like, cause like you're like small, petite, and I'm like big and strong, it's like really nice job. I'm a fan of night. I like night. After a long day of work, I like night.
Now, in those videos, he once again talks about someone being petite. He really seems to like them petite, and he likes the fact that he's a lot stronger and bigger than her and able to hold her down while she was trying to run away, but he like made it into a joke, and she was also laughing about it. So again, this is like really difficult to try to piece together without context of what kind of dynamic they had in the bedroom, if all of this was consensual and signed off, agreed on by both parties. The whole night grape thing also, again, if she consented to it, he consented to it, and it's just their dynamic in the bedroom, there's not a whole lot more I can say than that's just weird, and being weird is not being illegal. Now, these clips popping up cause people to start questioning why exactly was this recorded, which I think is a fair question. Like, if you're just having a phone call with someone talking about something you did in the bedroom, why are you recording it? And then, of course, it ends up on Kiwi Farms. I think we know why it was recorded, because it was meant to be shared one day or leaked one day. And her answer to this was, my best friend was at my house and thought I was a victim from the jump. He was saying similar stuff all call, so she started recording it. At the end of the night, you can barely hear her whisper, "You a victim, LOL." I agree, I was only playing along because I don't know what else to say. Also, I talked to him because both emo was similar interests, I thought, but turns out he had nothing in common and he listens to bad emo music, LOL. So yeah, there's that. I'm not going to read the rest of that message because it doesn't really have anything to do with the allegations, just her talking about like things that happened with her friend. Now, to go along with some of these allegations, Katie ended up dropping more photos, screenshots, things like that, saying the bruise on my face was real. Here's multiple different photos and timestamps of it, LOL. I don't know if I got it from him hitting me or holding my mouth closed, but he did both, so it could have been either. He even commented on the bruise the next day, not even apologizing, just said that he was scared to take me in public because I look like a victim. And here we can see there's like a bruise here, it's a little brown, and then here's a red one, and here it is, I guess, after a while. This is from March 11th, this is March 17th. Here she is again, the bruise right here, and there's like her friends, I guess. This one is pathetic, but it's good proof that he deadass be willing on hoes. Do not flame me, I have a lapse of judgment sometimes. And she said on March 11th, if I'm getting used, I'm going to end my crap, especially because he is beating me damn near, and I'm just letting it happen because I want him to date me. Guys, I might snap and have to confess my love and insanity to him. I think hiding my BPD isn't working. Need him to know I'm really insane and already attached. Now, she ended up including these messages that she texted some of her friends talking about Tom and their relationship. One of her friends asks, "How's the peener?" and saying, "Too much, honestly. He's making a video in front of me and saying, is he the same person? Yeah, he's even crazier IRL. I have a plush of him now." Another person, "He destroyed my you know what. Couldn't say it on Instagram because blank is on my catfish. He literally made me bleed and not like period blood. It's so red. OMG, go to gyno. Oh, I'm going to." Another person, "Nah, liar, liar. Literally, bitch, he made me bleed. Oh, girl, hey, LMFAO, he's too damn much. And that's crazy for me to say because I'm a freak core goblin." So yeah, pretty crazy stuff. Tom apparently made her bleed from her you know what, her cooch, because he was giving her that long Tom special. Now the idea of there being blood coming out of her, and then on top of, the bruises and the grabbing and whatnot, it seems like there's way too much force going on in this relationship in the bedroom, which again is where now some of these allegations of abuse are coming from. Maybe in the moment, she's feeling it, she's having a good time, she's goofing with her friends, like, girl, I just had to, know what I mean? And now after the fact, she's looking back on it and she kind of regrets it. Who really knows? Except these women who have given their side of the story. Again, we have to wait to hear what Tom has to say about all of this. If Tom has any sort of evidence or screenshots that these women haven't already provided, that will pretty much save him. Now, Katie ended up dropping this DM with Tom where he's talking about Destiny, who is a pretty funny character in this situation. I'm seeing a lot of people compare Tom to him, almost a prodigy. Neither of them are going to be beating the crazy Gooner allegations, and it's a legend, it's a rumor among the community that Tom and Destiny have gotten into a bit of a canoodling themselves, and this kind of proves that, even though it could be a joke. She says, why are you so cute? It's ridiculous. Tom says, haha, thank you. This picture is so R-worded. You still look cute though, even with, so that's Destiny LMFAO. Then you're still cute, LOL. That is Destiny LMAO. The GOAT, my boyfriend who's a guy. Boyfriend who is a guy, that's so awesome. Yes, some of us have them. What's up? And yeah, it's probably a joke, but if it isn't a joke, if they are actually getting their peepees together, then interesting joke, interesting humor. And Katie also ended up dropping this video of her scrolling through Turkey Tom Badark's Instagram to prove that this is not edited. Looks pretty legitimate to me. You can even see like the screen recording button. She's scrolling, she clicks his page. There's his page, right? Like, I don't think the idea of them being together is a problem. Like, I don't think anyone disagrees or doesn't believe that these people actually met up and had relationships with Tom. Again, the moral or the main contention, the main debate topics of what parts are illegal, right? Of course, like the non-consensual recording, the things like the abuse, the things like the blood downstairs, all those things are a little more important than just like, yeah, we met up and hung out. And I think here is where we can wrap up the KloroxKatie chapter of this novel, part 2. Basically, they had a much shorter relationship. It didn't last quite as long. I want to say it was 2 or 3 months compared to 7. Now, as I was editing, CreepyHoarder, aka Ellie, the girl who we looked at last video, who was engaging in the age play stuff, who had her own controversies, and apparently Tom was messing around with, ended up reaching out to Katie. And yeah, there's a little more than allegations. They definitely met up. This is not Photoshop. This is not AI. They did indeed end up meeting up. So I'm going to guess by the time I wake up, there's going to be quite a bit more, considering the fact that now Ellie, aka the age play chick, is coming out with her own side. Either way, thank you guys for watching. Peace out.